Went to the grocery store the other day. The cashier asked me, would you like the milk in a bag? I was like, no, just leave it in the fucking carton. This is Whiskey Tango Talks. I'm your host, Derek Visitoro. Hey, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, WTF Fabrications. That's WTF Fabrications for all your metal fabrication needs. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. You can find them where, Rob? WTFCustomFabrications.com. That's my producer shouting out from the sideline there. They make any kind of RV gates, security doors, fencing, you name it. For all your metal needs, give them a look-see. And that's, again, WTFFabrication.com. Our second sponsor I'd like to give a big shout-out to is College Bar and Grill. They're in Tempe off of Veterans and College, right across the street from the football stadium. Again, that's College Bar and Grill. Just an amazing experience, a really at-home feeling when you go to that bar. Fantastic owner. Going to be on the podcast here soon. Shout out to Joe Healy. But again, that's College Bar and Grill in Tempe. Give them a look-see on IG, please. If you want to go and help us out with our podcast apparel and or charity events, go ahead and donate what you can. You can custom donate, or you can just sign up for a monthly membership. That is patreon.com at Whiskey Tango Talks. Okay. What we're trying to do is, if we get so many people who subscribe and or help, we're going to do a charity event where we donate to a charity of our choice using some money that was donated to us through Patreon, and do a podcast while we do it. So again, that's Whiskey Tango Talks at patreon.com. Thank you.
Boom.
Boom. What does that mean? What the fuck is boom? Like, you can't just boom. I asked if we're on. We on?
Bada boom.
Bada
boom.
All right, so are we on?
We're on.
We're on. All right. Yeah. So, Whiskey Tango Talks. I'm your host, Eric Visitoro. The sad and unfortunate issues with running a cool podcast, I guess, is that sometimes cool guests got to cancel. So we had a few cancellations this weekend, and left me doing a What the Fuck Ever podcast. That's pretty much what we're going to call this. Just going to come on, give you guys some content, probably talk about things coming up here and there. Not necessarily sure what topics we're going to talk about right now, but, don't know if you guys saw our cool new table on Instagram. If you haven't, go check it out. Like the picture. Check out who made it. That'd be awesome. Got some possible sponsorships coming up. Excited for that. We have a partnership coming up as well with a whiskey company. We won't say what company it is yet, but we will post about it when it does come in. Don't want to put the horse before the carriage, even though we have emails saying it's a done deal. Just kind of taking it easy. So, possible guests coming on. Let's talk about that real quick, shall we?
Perfect.
We are still talking about Ryan Bader possibly coming on. So for you guys that follow him, that follow me, why don't you just give him a little nudge, go to his page, and tell him, hey, we want to hear you on Whiskey Tango Talks. Hurry the fuck up and get over there. That'd be awesome. So working on another local MMA fighter, possibly big fight coming up as well. Fights with the UFC. We actually have three total people we're trying to get from the UFC. We got Courtney Casey, female fighter out of UFC. We have her boyfriend, Dakar Close. He fights in the UFC as well. And the big one I want to get is Justin Gagey, who is a local out of Safford, Arizona. So hopefully that happens. If you have any ideas or topics that you would like to hear about on Whiskey Tango Talk, or you know somebody, feel free to DM us on Instagram at Whiskey Tango Talks. We'd love to have people that you want on giving you the content that you want to hear. So if they're local, you know about them, and you want them on, let us know, and we'll see what we can get done. Other than that, we don't know, for those that have been watching, we're fucking around with some new intro music here and there. Not necessarily decisive on one. If you're a fan of the show, you know we change up each intro, and that's kind of what we want to do with the music and shit like that. So let's see. UFC fights for this weekend. Speaking of UFC fighters, don't know if anyone saw that knockout.
Ow.
Yeah, female fighter got head kicked. Go ahead and YouTube that. That's UFC 238. Shit was badass.
This is devastating.
Yeah. Saw a post earlier today on social media. Tesla coming out with a truck. It's for lack of better words, interesting looking. It's definitely got a weird Transformers vibe to it. And the hood of the truck is actually where the tailgate and the bed is. It's weird. It's really weird. I think that's because they put the battery packs in the back, but I don't know. It's that second one right there, Rob. Yep. Yeah, that one. So we pulled it up so Robbie can see it. And then actually see where the front is, the black and then the T. That's where it lifts up at, and then that front part folds down like a tailgate.
Right, because all the battery packs and everything for those are underneath anyway, yeah.
So they say that's going to be 500 miles capable because they're able to fit more battery packs in it.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So, I don't know. They said under 50K, but I doubt that shit. I doubt that. I highly fucking doubt that.
You can't even buy a gas truck for under 50K. That's badass anymore.
Well, if you want all the bells and whistles, I agree, especially a diesel.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
They say under 50K. I don't know. It's definitely fucking different. But, what you pay in gas can go to that fucking payment for that truck because you're going to need it.
True.
50K plus,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But truck owners like myself, I'm V8, 1500 Dodge Ram. Like I pay about $275 in gas a month right now. So you figure that gas payment becomes the truck payment, you could probably fucking own a Tesla truck when they roll out,
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So, just
Kind of reminds me of like the Rams.
yeah.
The way
it
that
looks a little
front
rammy.
end, only the front end.
Front end, yeah. Definitely Super Trooper-esque. There's the other one. No, keep going. The silver one. Yep, right. Over, right there. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the other concept that they're coming out with. Kind of like an Avalanche style looking. I don't know. I kind of like those ones.
I like that, but that's not going to be 50 grand.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The more sleek the car, the more fucking money it usually is.
Yeah.
So, Dark Phoenix came out. Went and saw that this weekend. Don't know for my fans out there if you're a mutant nerd like I am. The movie does not fit any of the fucking timelines, just like all the other X-Men movies. I feel like we were spoiled with how well the Marvel Cinematic Universe went with fucking Avengers. And X-Men has never had that. It's always just been kind of fucked up by Fox, and you know, now Fox is trying to fix shit with the Marvel Comic Cinematic Universe, and it's just not fucking working. I won't give any spoilers to the movies, but I will just say it doesn't fit a single fucking timeline, just like every other X-Men movie. That's not a spoiler though. Like,
Right.
you always figured they'd try to fix something, and shit never fucking happens. Like, they just need to cut the shit now. Start from the beginning. Get rid of all the actors that play whatever role it is. Hire everybody else. Contract them to like 10 fucking movies, right? And say these are the fucking movies, and you could see pay raises, you know, depending on, you know, if the movie does well, right?
Right.
But-
Instead of having actors leave every movie because
Can't
they're
fucking
not getting,
stand it. Can't stand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this movie did so well, we should get this much more. Okay, that's fine. It's in your contract. We'll raise you your gross because you guys are doing well. You leave, it's a penalty. You owe us every fucking dime that you earned from our movies. How about that?
Right.
That's a cool contract. That keeps your favorite fucking movie stars where they need to be. You're like,
Right.
no other person should ever play Tony Stark, but why shouldn't Robert Downey Jr. be able to come back and do cameos every now and then?
Right.
You know? And the older that these actors get, the better the timelines are, because that's real life.
Yeah. It's
Like,
telling a full story.
You see what I'm saying? So get them if they're younger, right? And if their character's older in the movies or the comic books, in the comic books, then you hire somebody that fits that age description. And as time goes, you can create a timeline for the movie, and you can kill off your older ones, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were spoiled with the Avengers, you know? So, yeah. But there's that. Game of Thrones spinoff. They're currently working on. Don't know if I got any Games of Thronesy fans out there, but definitely love it. I will watch the spinoff. It's a prequel of the thing. It's supposed to be set back like 2,000 years prior from what Games of Thrones was, so I expect to see some different, you know, era and time and clothing, and they better do it right, because over 2,000 years,
That's huge.
that's
a big
huge,
difference. Yeah.
right? Yeah, you're not lords and, you know, madams and, you know what I'm saying?
not at
2,000
all.
years? No, that's not how it happened. But I don't know.
Anyway.
I am begging for anybody that knows somebody in the fucking film industry. Can we get some writers to do a Genghis Khan movie? Genghis Khan movie. Why has that not been done? The Mongolians,
that would be a sell.
you know what I'm
that
saying?
Would sell out.
Yeah, dude, they could do such a badass movie. Like, imagine the actor that got to play Genghis Khan too,
Oh.
right? That would be a dope
That'd be
movie.
a good debate.
So they say 1 in 6 Chinese have Genghis Khan's DNA. Look it up.
Really?
Yes, 1 in 6 Chinese have Genghis Khan's DNA, which is fucking incredible. That guy was out there pumping babies out. Well, I shouldn't say incredible, because the motherfucker probably raped half of those women. You know, the other half just because he was so goddamn, you know, authoritative.
That's
Right.
one way to.
Yeah, Genghis Khan's DNA. I don't know. I would look up.
Oh, there's genealogy, but
No, I would just put in 1 in 6 related to Genghis Khan. See what it says. I don't know. That's crazy though. But anybody out there, if you're listening, you think a Genghis Khan movie should be made, help us help you get it made. Find somebody in Hollywood and get that shit fucking written. Jesus. 1 in 200 men direct descendants of Genghis Khan. That's
that's a fucking lot. That's
1 in
crazy.
200. I thought it was 1 in 6, but 1 in
Even
1 in
that,
2
though,
1 in 200 is fucking incredible. You're right, because there's how many people
Well, in China, like if you're saying China,
Yeah, it's like
China's like
3
3 billion,
billion.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
So you could end up fucking your cousin and not know. And yeah, Jesus,
Don't do that.
don't do that, please. So, yeah, Gamescom though,
Super
definitely
stoked.
down.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on? There was something going on with Trump in Mexico. We talked about that.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, something about Mexico is going to up their.
They're going to up their border security so
Okay.
that we give them a break on the new tariffs that are supposed to go into effect tomorrow.
Right.
But
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But apparently they agreed to Trump's terms, and so Trump's going to write them a deal. And
So
So
not
we'll see
raise
what
taxes on incoming goods.
right, yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
if you fix your fucking border on your side.
Yeah, you take care of the shit we got to deal with, and
Huh.
then give them a break on their import goods, less tax. So
It's definitely interesting. I mean, hit them where it hurts. They love money. They want money. But how much of that is? Oh yeah, we'll fucking help you tighten up the border, and then underneath that wall that they help build, they build underground tunnels to help transport the fucking cocaine, heroin, and
taking our fucking wall supplies and building fortified tunnels, and the fucking
Right?
underground railroad for that.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how much? Because how much
It's possible.
the cartel's in deep in Mexico. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Those motherfuckers know what they're doing.
Mhm.
Oh, so it's
There,
just
there was a good podcast about that recently too.
yeah.
About the cartel and
Oh, they're all in it. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Pets 2 in theaters. I haven't seen that. Don't know if you guys are a fan. I have a daughter, and I'm a big fan of Pets, the movie. So
Yeah.
that's yeah. What? Oh, yeah. You ain't got to pull that shit up. But
Yes, I do.
oh, okay. Well, I guess you do.
I didn't know when this is first for me.
A first?
It's a first for me. I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know about the movie Pets?
The second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. So, it's hopefully I don't know if anyone's heard about this, but they're talking about making schools 4 days a week now.
Well, they did in Apache Junction for 3 years, 2 or 3 years.
Oh,
And
really?
they did it 4 days a week, and then they actually went back because the teachers were like, because it's less money for the teachers.
Less money for the teachers.
It's less money, so they're trying to fix budget issues by saying, okay,
Oh, we'll take.
yeah,
Oh
4
yeah,
days a
fuck
week.
your kids' education. The budget says, nah.
I think there's some
People don't give a fuck about.
some in between. I mean, what we're learning in the schools are not what we should be learning in the schools
No,
anyway.
no,
So like
yeah.
4 or 5
Thank
days.
you
so
for-
you're gonna
yeah.
indoctrinate my child 5 days versus 4 days.
Yeah.
For the 4 days.
Oh,
You know
that
what I mean?
was we're talking about schools. That was actually all over the Facebook and Twitter and all that bullshit this weekend. They had a Transy Fest show or some shit like that in elementary schools for it being Gay Pride Month. They brought transgenders in or cross dressers, and did like burlesque shows in schools, in elementary schools. I'm not even joking. Pull it up. Pull it up. So I don't care where you stand on gays. I personally don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. But when you start throwing cross dressers in elementary kids' faces, I have an issue with that. I just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you subjecting kids to cross dressers? And I don't. Trans ravens, genders. What is this? Teachers, hues. No, yeah, I'm telling you, it was just it's bananas. I'll find out what it's all about. But what do you think, Rob? What do you think about that?
I think it's a hard subject to put a finger on. I don't think anything should be forced down
Right.
anybody, especially at such a young age. I don't think, whether it be religion, whether it be, you know,
Right.
you want to be gay,
So
be gay. If you
drag queen story time for children at the public library in Houston, Texas. Public library. It wasn't a school. So
In
I
Texas.
was wrong. It was in Houston, Texas, and it was called Drag Queen Story Time for Children. Wow. All right. So I retract my statement. It wasn't a school. It was a library. So I'm assuming if you took your kids to that, you were okay with it.
Yeah, it's optional. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So it's up. It is online,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yeah. HoustonIMag.com.
Yeah. So I'm not.
CBN.com. Liberal Church. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the fuck that happened. I'm really confused as to why that happened, but sure, whatever. The library okayed it. It wasn't forced. If people were there, they were obviously there to see it. So,
Right. Hey, to each their own, man.
to each their
It's,
own.
Everybody. If people support it, great. If people don't, whatever. They're just. I think people should get over themselves before, as long as it's not being forced on you, your children, or, then we shouldn't have too harsh of an opinion about it.
No. Like I said, I figured out what it was. So, sorry, thought it was in a school. Wasn't, but
That would be wrong.
yeah.
Because they even
Yeah.
drop, they drop God out of
So confusing.
the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
Like of all things. So why would they bring
There's,
it?
yeah, it's just different for sure.
Yeah.
There's a video that's going kind of viral. I saw it on Facebook, and I saw a feed linked to it from Twitter to Facebook. It looks like a guy who's got like a camera as he's riding his bike, and he's just kind of looking left to right. And in this video, it's just showing all these tent housings, right? Like tent houses everywhere. And it says, no, this is not Venezuela. This is not something or else or whatever. This is California. And it shows just like a mile stretch of this guy as he's riding his bike with people who just pitching tents fucking wherever they feel free. Just living their fucking life on the side of the fucking beach, right next to apartments, right next to industrial way, like wherever they want, they're just fucking throwing up these tents. So there was a stat that I had overheard that said 20% of all homeless people in America live in California. Not 3%, not 5%, 20 fucking percent of homeless people in America live in California. That's just bananas to me. Like, big state, right? But if you're going to be homeless, I guess why not be homeless in a nice fucking climated weather area? But still, like, just how much of that is self-inflicted? You're moving from fucking Des Moines, Iowa, right, to go out and pursue a dream in California or a different life. You get there, it doesn't work out, but you love the state. Then what? You can't afford to live there, unless you have.
It's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, you can't. Like, so, how much of this homelessness in California is self-inflicted? Because 20%, dude. There's Detroit, Michigan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Like,
right
how
here.
is there not 20% in Detroit, Michigan? You could buy a house there for $3,500. Like,
I guess they all moved to California.
like it's just incredible.
553,742 people homeless in California.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 500,000 people.
500,000 people homeless in California.
That's a quarter. It says a quarter, so that's even a little
You
more than
have
like 20%.
89,503 in New York,
Yeah.
followed
Yeah.
by Florida with 32,190.
A fucking distant second. That's second place
Is 89,000.
is 89,000. The leader is over 550. Over a 500,000 people.
So yeah, so
Like that's
one
that's
quarter.
insane.
The 1/4 of the national homeless population is in California.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how you fix that. I don't know how you fix that. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. How do they know they're homeless? That doesn't probably include people that have to fucking sleep in their car sometimes. You know, that's not.
Oh, right.
That doesn't include the people who are just couch surfing. Hey, can you mind if I crash here? Yeah. Hey, yeah. You mind if I crash here tomorrow night? Hey, can I crash there tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Like people are out there couch surfing. I know that's for damn sure,
absolutely.
you know.
Well, what's crazy to me is like I really want to know like how they really come up with these numbers.
I don't know because you
Like,
don't even you don't even know the full population.
Like
in
the guy
California.
on the bike was not taken account.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like how do these people like how?
Yeah, it's
That's crazy. It's crazy though.
Yeah, but what's even crazier is the people that put California in that position are now fleeing the motherfucker, coming to other states like Arizona because they know if they don't get out, they're not going to be able to afford it, and they created the issue where all these homeless people are. You made it unaffordable to live, and just suck the rest of the communities around you dry in those fucking upscale areas, you know? It's fucking bananas to me. Undocumented immigrants in California. What percentage of undocumented? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I was looking at.
But see, and then okay, with that though too, is like how many of those people are homeless that
You would think they got to be part of it.
Part of
That's
the
got to
issue,
be
yeah.
a huge part of it.
you don't just come to fucking California as an immigrant and just make it big, you know?
Right? Yeah. Well, exactly.
How many of them in
gotta
one
be
apartment?
A lot.
You know
if
what I
they're gonna
mean?
make
Like,
it,
yeah,
like, that's
12 people in one fucking apartment, you know, just so they can work strawberry fields or, you know, avocado fields or, you know, do the shit that fucking the white folk in California are too good for, you know? That's why
Right.
they want their immigrants.
Well, that yeah.
Yeah, hey, let them in. They do all of our shit work for us. They help our agriculture, and you know, because we're too fucking good to do that, right? That's
Right.
California. Sorry if I'm pissing off anybody that's listening, but
There's
just
no
my
reason
take.
to get pissed. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just my take.
conversation.
It's my
and,
take, yeah.
If
I-
someone has some actual
Data
you
on
know,
that,
like,
yeah.
fucking
Hit
bring
me
it
up.
up. But the bottom line is that it's either way, it's an issue. So
It's
you
an
can't
issue.
get mad at it.
No,
It's an issue. Be mad at it. Solve it.
Yeah, it's not our issue. I'm just commenting on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's just, damn. Got on California's bandwagon. Sorry. Jeez.
You could go on all day about
Yeah.
California.
But good news is I think we're about 75 days away from college football. A lot of people, not the biggest fans of football. Me, on the other hand, just college football. Love the NFL for what it does for players that excelled in college, but definitely not a fan of the NFL as a product anymore. Just, you know, it's hard to talk about that because sometimes I think about college and I'm just like, dude, like those players, even though they get scholarships, should have some kind of pay. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I just think the NCAA makes so much fucking money off of players in any sport. Football. I would say the top like 3 or 4 sports. Football, baseball, basketball.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like they just need to be compensated in some kind of way, especially football because of injuries. So yeah, you fucking tear your ACL, MCL, right? They compensate you by continuously honoring your scholarship because you got hurt. That would be the right thing for a college to do, right?
Yeah.
But how does that person make that money now? How do they pay for that medical bill?
Well, not only that, how do they pay for their future? Because typical injuries don't go
Right.
away after one.
Right. Not just that too, but half of the time degrees that you get in college anymore are shit. You're paying for college for what?
Well, they're not.
I hope it's not a technical degree, because you can
No.
find half the shit you're looking to learn online now. YouTube. Anytime I have a technical fucking question about what I need to do and how do I got to do this, and just go to YouTube and fucking watch YouTube now. So what's the degree really for? I just think players need to be better protected in sports at the college level. That's all.
A little bit,
that.
but if that's your choosing to go down that path, I mean
Right.
that's kind of where you're at. You know what you're getting set up for, and
It's just like
the risk.
But I'm not saying you in general. You're a welder.
Right.
You go to welding school.
Right.
During welding school, you fucking lop one of your hands off by accident. Your chances of welding after that,
Yeah.
right?
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hard as fuck. I'm sure there's one-handed welders
Oh,
out there.
you can still do it, sure, but I mean, you're not going to be
as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You need both hands, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like, that school should compensate you. You should have been compensated for, I mean, it's
Yeah.
different.
Oh, no, I totally agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertainment-wise,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just trying to come up with, for instance, that wasn't sports.
Right.
So,
No, it totally makes sense. I mean, they should be, when an injury happens, when anything like that happens, that's serious, like life-altering
Yeah.
incident, they should absolutely be compensated. Absolutely.
It should absolutely compensated. Yeah. But, oh, goodness. In case those that missed it, just going to bring up the fact that Marshall's Inn did win South Africa 2019 105 kgs World's Strongest Man. Love it. So happy he won that again, because it's amazing. But, yeah, shout out to Mr. Marshall's Inn. What do you? Oh, we're back on NCAA. What is this?
Well, I was just curious because you brought it up.
Earning of players.
Well, not even earning of players.
Oh.
What the NCAA?
Oh, dude, revenue is
yeah.
more than $1 billion. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, it says right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now imagine the deal that they had with EA Sports when they made the NC2A, my favorite game ever.
Mm.
I still play it. What? No, but seriously, and like, that's what fucked up the EA Sports games is a player sued EA for likeness rights, won, and then other players jumped on that bandwagon, became a civil suit. Right. And now we don't have one of the greatest games in history. Now, if EA Sports and NCAA can come up with a action plan where each player that plays on said roster said, hey, yeah, let's do this, everyone okays it, right? And EA Sports and the NCAA get together and say, we're going to allot this amount of money to that person for allowing their likeness to be in there. Now, if it's a 70-man roster and 5 players decide, oh, we don't want to fucking be on that, we don't want that $30,000 we might make from the game, right? Or $5,000 we might make from that game. Okay, well, now that roster has fucking 65 people in the game. You know what I'm saying? You just do it, and then you can recruit on the game and get your players or whatever it may be,
Right.
And then now your roster's back up to 70. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's one of those things where they can fix it, and they should have fixed it before a lawsuit happened.
Well, they shouldn't be trying to profit off of it to begin with. That says right there, it's a huge fucking
Yeah.
problem.
But how easy would it have been to be like, okay, you know what? For the year's earnings that you were on that game, here you go. Here's the earnings. We're going to continue to make NCAA games, right? But you know what we'll do? On the roster, if you're black, you're now a white guy. If you're white, you're now Samoan. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Just change up the way they look, and the numbers. Now there's no such thing as likeness rights, because guess what? Everybody is opposite of what they were. So now there's no more likeness rights. That's what EA Sports should have done.
Yeah. Well, they should have just made it completely, utterly random. Like, as it, you play
Height,
that
weight.
game and you go say you're the college team for 5 years.
Right.
Well, at some point you run out of people that is actually a character like
On
this,
that game,
because
yeah. They randomize anyways.
Yeah, because it's so random. From,
Yeah.
1,000 different high schools. Important. And so like, who are your character like?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So. But
Anyway,
they shouldn't be trying, or at least put that money aside for them.
Right.
To when they're out, like, boom, here's your cut for, I get why they have those rules, but at the same time,
Makes zero sense, dude.
those rules are bent to. They got it.
Yeah, it's just it's a crock of shit.
Yeah,
So.
right. It's horseshit.
Yeah. Well, shit, man.
Horseshit.
I think that's good. Chilled, have a little bit of fun, talked a little just differentness. I apologize if this podcast wasn't expected, but we will be next week back at it with a guest. We have one Thursday night. Hopefully that doesn't cancel. And possibly doing a second one during the weekend. So hopefully 2 more podcasts coming at you soon. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for people we might find interesting or have interesting stories, please let us know. DM us on Instagram. All right. Now, with that being said, our YouTube is going to have a lot more content. We're going to be live streaming soon. So hopefully when we get that up and running, you guys can come to our YouTube page, and we'll be posting about the live stream when it happens. But for the next couple weeks, we should be doing better videos. So we'll have full videos of full podcasts upcoming soon. You'll be able to check that out. If you don't catch a stream, well, guess what? Doesn't matter, because it'll be on YouTube once we're done with the live stream anyways. So that's where we're at right now, just experimenting with a few things. We're just excited. We're going to be expanding a little more. Hopefully get some bigger and better guests for you guys. And check out our Patreon, patreon.com. Go subscribe if you'd like. Donate. We're trying to get back to charities, so we'd appreciate that help. You can find us on YouTube, like I said. We're on Twitter, Instagram. Listen on Podbean if you don't like using Spotify or the YouTube where you can find the audio, for that matter. Yeah, that wraps it up for Whiskey Tango Talks. We apologize for not having a guest this week. Thank you. Hey, before we go, going to go ahead and give that joke segment out, because even though I am the guest, it's important that I give a joke, even though somebody canceled on us. No. So, you got a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican. They go to the whorehouse, right? And they walk in, and first up is the white guy. And the girl says, "Oh, you guys looking for a good time?" The white guy says, "Damn right we are. How much?" She goes, $100. The guy's like, "Why so cheap?" She goes, "Well, I'll tell you what, when I get horny, I turn big, green, and skelly, and I grow horns." And the white guy says, "Oh, bullshit. Here's your $100. Let's do this." Goes in. They start getting frisky. The lady turns green, big, skelly with horns, and the white guy runs out butt naked. Fuck this shit, right? Black guy goes, man, that must be wild. I gotta get a piece. Hey, lady, here's your $100. I'm coming in, right? So black guy goes in there. They start getting frisky. As soon as you know it, lady starts turning green, big, skelly with horns, right? The black guy's like, oh, fuck no, I'm out. Takes off running. Mexican's like, oh, orderly way, okay, yeah. I wanted some of that, right? So, goes in there. Hey, chica, here's your $100, right? Fucking. She's like, okay. Like I told you guys out there, when I get excited, I turn big, green, skelly with horns, right? He's like, whatever, just do what you did to them that you're going to do to me, right? Mexican's all excited. They start getting frisky. She turns big, green, skelly with horns. Mexican just grabs on and goes, orale way, handlebars. All right. That's my joke. Sorry if it sucked.
Well, that does it for Whiskey Tango Talks. I'm your host, Derek Pizzatoro. I appreciate you joining us. Tune in next time for amazing life stories and adventures. Y'all have a good night.